in this video lesson. Let us understand the nucleophilic addition reaction of aldehydes and ketones with amines. So let us learn in detail how aldehydes and ketones react with amines. So I am taking the example of alkyl amines. So general representation is RNH2. So let us see how an aldehyde reacts with amines first. Aldehydes, when treated with amines, NH2, we'll make it as R dash, not need to show the difference between this R and that R. So R dash NH2 is an amine. So what happens? Because it's an addition reaction, addition of the content takes place at the place of double bond. Hydrogen from here will attach with oxygen and this oxygen will shift below here as OH. Then this nitrogen is left with one hydrogen in turn linked with this R dash. So let us write how the addition product looks like. RCH, there is no change. So below it is OH. In turn it's linked with N and H. In turn with R dash. Now this will eliminate a molecule of water as we have been learning even in the previous videos how the elimination takes place. In a similar fashion here also the water molecule is getting eliminated. Therefore carbon and nitrogen will be linked by double bond. This in turn is linked with R dash. Now the product obtained is called Schiff's base. How will be the structure of a Schiff's base? How to identify that the product formed is a Schiff's base? Very simple. Carbon and nitrogen should be linked by double bond. And in turn, the carbon should also be linked with other carbon atom and nitrogen should also be linked with other carbon atom. So, if any organic compound satisfies this condition, then that compound is referred by the name as Schiff's base. Now, let us take up the example for aldehyde. So, the process becomes clear. So, let us consider acetaldehyde as our example, as we have been learning all the reactions with this aldehyde. When treated with amine, this is acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde is treated with amine. Any amine, for example, let us take or replace this R dash with C2H5. Therefore, this amine is ethanamine. Ethanamine is also trivial nomenclature. One more name ethanamine is IUPAC nomenclature. One more name for the same compound according to IUPAC can also be called as aminoethane. And its trivial nomenclature will be ethylamine. Ethylamine. You can stick on to any name that is convenient, but I would advise you to stick on to IUPAC name because that name is asked frequently in the exam. So now let us see what happens. First step is addition. So this component is going to get added to acetaldehyde. So we land up in the formation as CH3 as it is. There is no change there. Single bond C above hydrogen, no change there. So now below OH comes and here NH in turn linked with C2H5. So this is the addition compound we got. What will happen to this addition compound? It will eliminate a molecule of water as shown to you here. Now we land up in the formation of a compound as CH3 single bond C above hydrogen. double bond N and then linked with C2H5. So therefore the name of this compound, because it is with nitrogen this component is attached, it is with the nitrogen this is also attached. So you need to consider nitrogen itself for naming the compound. The name of this compound would be N-ethylidene. N-ethylidene, because this much of portion is ethylidene. Why I have written N? Because with the nitrogen this component is attached. So therefore N-ethylidene. What would be the name of the remaining compound that is left out here? As you can see, C2H5NH2 is ethanamide. So instead of this hydrogen, it is linked with carbon by double bond in turn with this. So therefore it gets named as N-ethylidene. The remaining portion to be called as ethanamide. So the product obtained is called N-ethylidene, ethanamide. So final product obtained is a Stiff's base. The name of this Stiff's base when treated with acetaldehyde is N-ethylidene ethanamide. Now let us see how a ketone reacts with the amines. So let us do the necessary change. So RCO R dash is the ketone. Ketone reacts with an amine. So when treated with an amine, they form an addition product, because after all first step is the process of addition. So now we will end up in the formation of ketone addition product, which will eliminate a molecule of water and it will result in the formation of a Stiff's base. Everything will be same excepting for one more R dash. I will write it as R double dash only to differentiate the compounds. Here also I will do that. So next, let us see what happens with an example case for ketone. Let us take a acetone as our ketone example. Acetone when treated with ethanamide or aminoethane, first will go, it will undergo addition in the place of double bond, forming an addition compound as shown to you. So let us do the necessary change here. Let's introduce this CH3 because it's a ketone, CH3, COCH3. Now this will eliminate a molecule of water like this. Then what is the product obtained? Instead of hydrogen here, let us write CH3. Now this much of portion is same, only this portion has changed. This portion has changed. So what would be the name of this compound now? As you can guess, this is ethanamide. It's going to remain as it is. Now what is there? This is a propyl group, double bonds of propylidene. What kind of propylidene it is? Because it is branched, it is isopropylidene. So the name of this compound is N-isopropylidene ethanamide. N because it is branched and it is 3 carbon compound. So N-isopropylidene and this much of portion is ethanamide. So what is the name of the Stiff's base obtained when amines are treated with acetone? The name of the compound it gives is N-isopropylidene ethanamide.